all the people that we have, and they're all great. But I think you are one of the most consistent about coming into the office and being in your office and actually doing real estate work.
I try to. I definitely try to stay on top of what's going on in the market and being in the office and available.
Yeah, and that's tell us all the time. You have to work at it. It doesn't have to be a strenuous amount of effort, but you need to put some effort into it. And
right.
So the planning part of it and the working on your business, not just in your business aspect of it, but your background. I guess you've had a little bit of experience with that. You were a teacher before you started doing this. You taught for how many years and what grades and subjects?
I taught for 12 years. I taught kindergarten, third grade, and then finished up teaching sixth grade social studies at Ola Middle School.
Okay.
Great group of people over there.
Yeah, great school system. Sixth grade social studies, and we talked about this a little earlier off camera. I guess that was kind of America's history, not American history, but America's, some South American history and then some European history as well, a little bit about World War II and some things.
Right. Latin America, Australia. Yeah, I've kind of taught it by rote for so many years.
Yeah, but in that business, in teaching, I think it's more similar than a lot of people would think to this business because you have to prepare so much. There's so much work that you do behind the scenes. And look, I admire anybody who has a desire and an ability to teach, especially, middle school, high school kids. That is a thankless job, and it is really hard. I appreciate you for doing that. And it's important because so much of the foundation that they get, comes from their teachers at school. But it's not just being in the classroom. That's the easy part, I guess. That's the part where, to me, in comparing it to this, that's kind of the part when you go show a house, write a contract, and close, right? That's the part that you do. This the part that's the fun part that people see. But all of the pre-planning that you have to do, all of the lesson planning that you have to do, all of the things that you do at home with grading papers and different stuff that you do in working on your business, not just in your business as a school teacher. I think there's a correlation there to this and having the mindset of doing the work in behind the scenes when nobody's looking. Would you think that's a fair assessment? Do you think that's helped you some, your willingness to come in and kind of do some of the behind the scenes things that you were so good at?
Definitely. Like you say, being a teacher, you put in so many after hours and go in early and work late. You'll see cars in the parking lot at the schools, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
They're still out there working. And so, you get used to taking work home, doing it on the weekends, doing it after work. And so I think that definitely carried over and has helped me. It's just kind of routine. It's just what you do.
Yeah, and that part of it is so important. We put so much emphasis on showings and contract writing, and rightfully so. That part is very important, right? That's the name of the game is showing property or going on a listing appointment and getting that listing and handling the contract and negotiating a deal, and then pursuing it through to make sure that all of the aspects of the contract are adhered to, and that your client is getting what they expect and want. That's incredibly important. But it's the stuff that you do when nobody's looking. It's the stuff that you do to prepare for that.
Right.
I mean, it really enables you to be able to have a client to do those things for. Right.